your first time with us, let me extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your oil paints and paint along with us each week. Let's go over to the canvas here and let's get started. I believe, every day's a good day when you paint. I believe, it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. I believe, every day's a good day when you paint. I believe, it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. Let's build a happy little cloud. Let's build some happy little trees. There are no limits here. You start out by believing here. You can almost paint with anything. All you have to do is practice. There are no limits here. You start out by believing here. This is your world. You're the creator. Find freedom on this canvas. Believe that you can do it. Because you can do it. Give it a little touch. Give it a little push. Make love to the canvas. Give it a little touch. Give it a little push. Caress it. Very gentle. Grab it. Lift it. Fluff it.
Good morning. Hello. I hadn't planned on streaming today, but decided I felt like it, so here I am. Gonna play some arena. Got some coffee here. Starting my day. I've got a busy day ahead of me, actually. I'll hop in here. Let's just hop on over to the chatting screen. Just chill for a minute. Yep. Later on, excuse me, my voice has been so weird lately. I don't know why, it's just been hard to talk. Just my throat's been clogged up. Sorry guys. But, anyway, I'm feeling social, so here I am. Later this evening, I've got plans to go to a big, like a pitch-in dinner that my local arts association is hosting. I'm making a meatloaf and some sweet potato souffle for that today, so that's what I've got going on for most of my day, but I've got to wake up first. So here I am, cup of coffee, gonna play some arena, might build a deck, we'll see. I've been wanting to make a new cat deck on arena, might also build an otters deck for my friend Tasha, if she shows up. She loves otters and I love deck building, so I'll build one for her, it'll be fun. We'll see what we can do. I think I've got enough wild cards on arena to make that happen, if not, we'll grind some games and earn enough coins and stuff to crack some packs and get some more wild cards, and we will make that happen. Alright, let's hop on over to the arena scene and get this party started. I haven't even looked at what my daily is yet today. Let's see. Cast 20 creature spells. Easy. Let's do that. Alright. Feeling awake enough that I can probably handle historic ranked, so let's do that. By the way, I do have my untapped overlay going. Let me actually, you know what, I haven't tested that out yet on my end. Let me do that really quick. It'll just be a moment before I actually get started. I want to run to my channel and see how that overlay works. Oh, it's not showing up here. That's weird. Okay, I've got cardboard it should be in the cardboard live section. That's, I better fix that. Yeah, looking down here, we got stream avatars and sound alerts. I'm actually gonna fix that really quick. Sorry to disrupt the, arena stream. Let me turn off the background music for arena really quick. Wait, it's not drumming in our ears the whole time that I'm working on this. Alright. Yeah, I was supposed to have untap.gg popping up here on my, components on my Twitch thing, so we need to fix that. Where do I go for that? Okay. Bear with me, please. We'll get through this together. extensions. There we are. My extensions. It says it's active. It also says mobile. So is it mobile only? Do I need to configure it? Huh. Maybe I'll have to just check on my phone to see if it works on Arena on there. Okay, so I think I might have actually just fixed it. Let's see. Back to my channel. Yes, there it is. Okay, cool. So I've got untapped.gg up on Twitch if you want to click on that. If you're on a desktop, you can kind of scroll over the Twitch video window, and on the right hand side there's a little widget that'll pop up that's got 3 different things. It's got untapped.gg, it's got Stream Decker, which I'm not really using that anymore, but sure, that's still there. We'll change that to something else at some point. And then stream stickers at the bottom there. I really need to get my stream game back in order. I've been away for so long. I've been working on some stuff actually. I've got more Doodlebucks redemptions. You can pay Doodlebucks to give the cats treats now. You can also I think 5,000 Doodlebucks will let you have me crack open a pack on Arena. Let's see. I'm just checking my Twitch app really quick, see if oops. see what that overlay looks like over there on that side. Mobile. Bit sideways for it to pop up. What's the dealio here? I'm just curious. Excuse me. Yeah, I can't get that to work. I'll play with it later. I don't know. It looks like it's got mobile capabilities, or at least the widget extension widget thingy says mobile. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get on Arena now. I'm done fiddling around. Okay. Sorry for the little tangent. But yeah, I'm gonna play Historic Ranked. The deck should automatically pop up in untap.gg for you. We're gonna do my Historic Life Gain. And Ranked. Get the blood pumping, you know, get things moving. Still waiting for this coffee to kick in. Gotta get the brain juices flowing so that I can actually maybe build some decks. But it won't be a super long stream. I'm gonna end the stream when I go have lunch, and then after lunch I am going to about starting again. Keep it. After lunch I'm gonna cook all that food I'm taking to that cookout later. Gross! Somebody's playing with toxic, nasty. Alright, get Lunark Veteran out there. Poison counters. Nasty. Yeah, I'll go ahead and block that. Alright, and we'll bring this guy back. Play a cleric class. Now I'm gonna go ahead and play this Dawnbreaker cleric. And I'll gain 2 life. I'll plink up the one. He's a good blocker. Oh, okay, they must not have been drawing very well. Alright. Easy win, I guess? Okay. 17 more to go. Oh, that's crap. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan that. It's got, I mean, some good control and defense, but nothing to play, man. Alright, I can work with this. Shoot. I'm gonna bottom of plains. Kind of a gamble, but I think I'll be okay. Alright, so far so good. Hope I draw plains next turn, though. Great. I need at least 4 mana for this deck to really pop off, so. As long as I can get 4, I'll be all set. Ooh, those were really pretty lands. Oh no! Rude. Alright. Play Johnny's Wolf. Looks like I'm going up against heavy control, so I shouldn't play Voice of the Blessed until I can immediately make it indestructible or have a response to protect it in hand, so I'm just gonna wait. Whenever a Yara or another black creature enters, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And you can, okay, and they'll be sacking critters. Got it. Alright. Good morning, Tasha. How's it going? I'm just starting my day off, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of arena. Might be building some decks after I reach my daily goal, which shouldn't take super long because I just gotta play like 20 creatures for the goal. Going good, good. So far so good. I know it's earlier for you than it is for me. Oh, lol, that's a really good card. I've got one of her in my paper collection. Alrighty. So, I really need to get blockers out. But I'm gonna level this up and just take damage for now. Yay, I'm building decks indeed. Still fighting the tutorial last card. Oh man! If you ever want to, I won't be able to do it today. Might be able to find some time to do it tomorrow. But we can hop in a Discord chat and I can help kind of walk you through it if you need some help. I do remember one of them being really difficult. Yeah, that'd be fun too. Alright, now I really need to get blockers out here. So, we're gonna go ahead and play this Voice of the Blessed. And when it enters, it's gonna trigger these, which will trigger life gain from that. Hit it some counters. It won't be enough to give it indestructible yet. But hopefully they don't have... They probably do have a kill card on hand, but it is what it is. I'm gonna Banishing Light on Lolth. Just to keep her from pooping out more dudes and doing more fun things. Sorry, gotta take it. It's just such a card. Can't figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, honestly, if I remember right, I don't think you're doing anything wrong. It just wants you to play a certain way. And if if your playstyle is like a little bit different, which everybody's got a different playstyle, it can be really hard to actually get it right. It's kind of like with different teaching styles, like some people learn better by doing, while some people learn better by watching. Arena is like forcing you to do the one learning style that you're not expecting to have. They want you to do the one learning style that doesn't jive with your brain. At least that's what it felt like with that tutorial. I remember what that one was like. And I don't like that they do it that way. Yeah, they've got me. I don't have anything else to play. Keep it this time. I don't think this is going to be enough to carry me through. I think they're still going to beat me, but we'll see. But yeah, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just you're not playing exactly the way that it wants you to play. Which again, I really don't like that they do it that way. Eep. Yeah, they got me, I think. I'm just gonna go ahead and concede so I'm not wasting either of our time. I keep following the blue indicators and playing the suggestions, and I keep not winning. Oh, one time I tried doing something on accident, it was like, oh, I'm more big on HP than the bad guy, but still lost in the end. Sometimes, when things, like, light up blue to indicate that you can do something with it, you don't always have to activate it. Sometimes it's more advantageous to wait until... Like, you don't always have to do it when it's highlighted, is what I'm saying. It's really, it's kind of hard to explain without actually showing. But, yeah, the indicator doesn't always mean play this now. It's just, you have the opportunity to play this, but there might be a better time to play it later. Or activate the ability later. But we'll see what's going on whenever we actually get together and work on that. Wow! Okie dokie then. This is an interesting starting hand, and I'm gonna try it. We'll see what happens. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out the way to play. It doesn't seem to be explained very well, at least. No, I understand. It's... Magic is a super, 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 super complicated game. It's been described as chess for lawyers. So there are just so many layers, so many things happening with it that it's really, really hard for a new player to learn. So don't feel bad if you're struggling. It's not you. But you'll get the hang of it. I like when I started out, I was very confused, but now I play competitive and I enjoy it. Chess for lawyers. I love chess and I watch courtroom content. Yeah, it's chess for lawyers because there are so many rules involved in Arena, or not Arena, but in Magic. And so many like interacting features, like things, different abilities and whatnot, and the rules are important. So people really get rules lawyery. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Shadow Spear. Okie dokie. Also, sorry if I'm not explaining things very well. My brain is not woken up quite just yet. Depends on what you draw. That's very true. It's mostly luck. Well, I wouldn't say mostly luck. It takes a lot of skill, but luck is... Go ahead and attack with these guys. Okay, cool. I knew you would understand. Having a morning on extreme hard mode today too. Oh no, what's going on this morning? Just struggle busting. I got some good sleep last night, so I'm feeling okay. I'm just not fully awake yet. I'm glad I decided to keep that starting hand, because it's actually paying off. It was a bit of a gamble. Struggle busting because I got a new fever. Oh no! New sore throat, new aches. I'm so tired of this marathon. Man, that's been me all year. I feel ya. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. I think I've got him beat. Oh, you're not gonna rope me, are ya? Come on, man. Now they're thinking. Good game. Alright. Sometimes the sketchy hand does pay off. But not always. Not even close to some of the time. Alright. I need to figure out today how to start my new ADA workplace accommodation process. I found out yesterday that they might not be acting in good faith. Oh no! And not following some federal laws that protect my status. I don't have the energy to fight so much. Man, Tasha, that's so exhausting. I'm so sorry. And it sucks. And like, you know, just not just at like local workplaces too, but yeah, this is I don't want to be too much of a bummer, so I'll keep this brief. But there's a lot going on right now politically in local governments where like the current administration is saying that they're no longer going to enforce you know, they're no longer going to force states and communities to accommodate for folks that have disabilities anymore. And that breaks my heart they're doing that, because it's just, it hurts a lot of people that just don't have the energy to fight. Hi, Ormic! Good morning! No, I'm with you though, Tasha. Yeah. Oh, you haven't heard that? I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah. Yeah, this is something that's come out recently. But, I mean, the good news is there are organizations that are fighting it. Like, ACLU is getting on the fight on that. I am a proud supporter of the ACLU because they do things like this. Yeah. Yes, it's just the current administration. This November, vote. Get out there and vote. And we need to fix this stuff. Friends outside the U.S., I'm sorry to be so U.S.-centric, but this is an issue that we're dealing with right now. And it's affecting a lot of folks that already deal with enough crap as it is. Yeah, Tasha, I can bring that up later in the Waffle House parking lot chat. I'll post some details in there later if I think about it. When I got the time and the spoons later. Just so you can be informed. If you don't want to be informed, that's okay too. I also understand that it's a lot of stress to worry about things like that when there's really not a whole lot that you can do about it anyway. Cool beans, I prefer warm beans personally, but they're also, cool beans are fine. Apologies, I wasn't informed. No, do not apologize for that. Seriously, no need to apologize at all. I'm kind of a news junkie, so I tend to be. It's like to an unhealthy extent, and I will admit that. So I tend to be kind of pretty well informed on things like that, or I try to be anyway. All right, what do we got here? At the beginning of each step, the player discard a card this turn, create one on bird that can't block, and they can pay 4 to make each opponent discard a card. It's not that bad. They don't have enough mana to pop that off yet, so I'm not going to bother attacking because I don't want to lose these guys. I do prefer warm beans. They're just better warm. What can I say? Almost spilled my dang coffee. Alright, let's play this. I'm learning that you don't have to attack every time. No, right, exactly. You do not have to. Sometimes it's better not to. I will admit that sometimes I tend to not attack as often as I probably should, just because I want to protect my dudes. I'm gonna go ahead and risk this. There's a chance that they could have an instant they could give this death touch or beef it up and they could kill my guys. Yeah, they did. Well, that's alright. They're just taking a soul word and I can get that back. But yeah, it's, sometimes it's better to wait to attack, that way you can build up a good, what they call board state. Oh no, what's this? Ah! Alright. And then once you got a good enough board state going, you can do more damage usually. And let's destroy. A battle is an enchantment, right? Hold on a minute. Hold up. Sorry, opponent. No, I mean, it turns into an enchantment. Let me see if it'll let me target it. No, it will not. That's okay. Cancel that, and just gain 2 life. And I think I figured out that each turn has 4 stages or something, because little things over at the bottom right turn colors and correspond to attack, defense, something. Yes, exactly. Those are called steps and phases. I'll explain. No. So at the beginning of your turn, there's a draw step. So you'll draw a card. Well, there's your upkeep step first. So that's like things that trigger when your turn starts. So on your upkeep, something will trigger if you have something that triggers on your upkeep. And then you draw a card, which this is my draw step. And then you have your what's called first main phase, which is where you can play creatures, sorceries, things that you can't play at an instant speed. You can play 1 land per turn. You can do that either on your first main phase or on your second main phase, which comes later. But after the first main phase, there's an attack step. And then after attackers are declared, your opponent declares their blockers, so that's the block step. And then after attacks are done, move on to your second main phase, where you can, like I said, play your creatures, sorceries, stuff like that. Shoot, which one should we get out? I would like to draw a card, actually, so I'm gonna get my ancient lore out first. Oh, I can't gain life while that's out in the battlefield. Good thing I drew that. Because hot damn, I need to get rid of that thing. And then after your second main phase, there's your end step. So sometimes there are things that trigger on your end step. And then once those things trigger, your turn is over and your opponent takes over. Those are your steps and phases. I hope I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. But it's possible. No! Right my... No, you're not distracted. You're fine, Tasha. I can do both things. I am happy to. One thing that, like, one of my favorite things about Magic is that it can be a pretty social game. I'm used to talking while I play it, because whenever we, like, when I invite my friends over and we play Commander, and we'll be playing our game and chatting about stuff at the same time. So I've had a lot of practice doing this, so it's good. It can be hard to focus, though. I totally, like, when you're, like, really in the thick of it, and that's why I get tripped up sometimes. Like, where I'll be in the middle of a thought and then just stop. But for the most part, I can do it. I'm good. But you don't have to worry about distracting me. If I wanted to play without any distractions at all, I wouldn't stream. So I'm streaming intentionally. So do not ever apologize for that. You are totally fine. Okay. Yep, I'm not drawing anything. Ah. Yes, very true. Yep. If I didn't want distractions, I wouldn't be playing on stream. I'm totally cool with being distracted. They're taking all my dudes! How rude. Hope I draw something good. I was so excited to see you streaming because I'm learning more watching you than... Oh, good, thank you. Yeah, the tutorials are helpful in, like, showing you, like, the really basic mechanics of the game. But you definitely learn a lot more by playing with your friends or watching your friends play. Yes, and you can actually ask questions and get answers, for sure. Yes. And I am more than happy to help my friends learn. It's a good thing. Fun for me. And I've been playing Magic since, what, 2008? I took a long break in between there, but I've had a lot of experience. I'm gonna block that guy and get my dude back. No? Oh, come on. Let me have him. Fine. They knew exactly what I was gonna do. That's funny. Alright, I'll block this, one of these dudes. there. Cool. Get this guy out here. Cards attacking always makes me giggle because the sound is oh, yeah, yeah. Just the smacky sound that it makes. We're gonna get rid of that enchantment. Goodbye. My card shall attack your cards and make kaboom! Yes. Exactly. I'm not gonna attack. We're gonna use that guy as a blocker, and then we're gonna bounce. Oh yeah, another reason why you don't always want to attack is when something attacks, it taps, which means it turns kind of sideways. And when it's tapped, it cannot block. So, if you've attacked with something, you can't block with it. So that's really important to remember. I'm gonna get my... and get counters and stuff. I think you just did, that's the part of what I'm having trouble understanding. Yeah! Yep! Yeah, the reason that I chose not to attack was partially... well, there are multiple reasons. Partially because the power and toughness of this creature was low enough that if they had blocked with several of their creatures, it would have killed it. And also, if I attacked, I wouldn't be able to block the things that they throw at me. So when they attack me with all these guys, I could choose to block one of them, and it's big enough that it will kill the one that's attacking me. So that'll discourage them from attacking me with some of them, hopefully. You're putting the blue arrow there, and who knows what it's... right, exactly, yes. Alright, come on, my dude. Come on. See, they're not attacking me with these guys now. Because they don't want me to block and be able to kill them. Because they have abilities that are important to the deck. But they'll attack me with all these doodads. Alright. And I'm not blocking this guy because it has Death Touch, which means regardless of how much damage it does to my creature, it'll kill it. But I can block these guys. So, block a couple of these 2/2s. They're blocking then to kill the card. Right, exactly, yes, yep. Yep, see, when they attack me and I block it, it does enough damage back to that creature that it kills it, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. The tutorial just doesn't have interactive question answering. You know what? With the advent of AI, they could implement something like that. That would be interesting, actually. Yeah, wizards, why don't you work on... I mean, AI's got its issues. I'm not gonna openly, actively support further development of LLMs, but I'm just saying the capability is there. They could do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, they cannot block enough to kill this guy outright. Actually, technically, they probably could. They've got... well... yeah, they've got 2 mana untapped, so they could have an instant in their hand that beefs up one of them big enough to kill this guy. So I'm not gonna attack, just in case. And then I'm just gonna bounce this guy back, and then when he comes back, I'm gonna gain some life, which will give me some counters because of this enchantment to put on this guy and make him even bigger. Ew. They've got lots of creatures. They do have lots of creatures. Yeah, they got 4 of these tokens here. They got a rat dude. Oh no! Dang, that sucks. That's okay. I can get him back, but oof. Yeah, they got rid of my big guy. They finally drew a good control spell there. Ooh, I gotta be careful. Alright. Excuse me. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna block one of these guys and take the rest of the damage. Gives your big guy cookie to make him come back. Well, your cookie is definitely gonna work because he's about to make a comeback. Got a special ability that lets me play him from my graveyard. Oh no! They got one of my Voice of the Blessed. I'm in danger. Hey, looky what I got. We're gonna do that. Oh man. I need to draw some control real bad. No! Alright, fine. Fair enough. Okay. I think they've got me beat. They've got a pretty good deck. I like the deck that they've built. This is interesting. It's got some good synergies. They can play cards from my deck using... I think this is the one that's letting them do that. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token, then look at the top card of that player's library, exile it face down, you may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. So that's a really cool card, actually. Rev the Extractor. I like that. Oh, you know what? Let's actually put those token or counters on my Dawnbringer Cleric, because I'm gonna bounce this guy back. That way he, when Teleportation Circle exiles something and brings it back, it turns it into the original version of the card. So it'll come back as no, we're not gonna attack. It'll come back as Luminarch Veteran. Otherwise, if they kill it while it's a Luminous Phantom, it'll be exiled, so I can't play it again. But if I turn it back to Luminarch Veteran, if it dies, I can bring it back from the graveyard. So I've got kind of like an infinite blocker, if I play my cards right, literally. Oh man. I am inadvertently making that Voice of the Blessed indestructible now. So yeah, they got this. Oh boy. I'm gonna play it out though, you never know. Something could happen. And I'm playing competitive, so I don't want to lose my, my rank. If I don't have to. I'm laughing, my Alexa thought you were there for- your Alexa heard me say something. I must have triggered her. That's funny. Alexa, open a box of cats. I just activated my own on accident. Did I activate your echo? Box of cats, just a fun little thing you can do with it. Yeah, I didn't know. I figured you probably hadn't heard of that one. Yeah, it's just something funny and random you can do with it. Oh boy. Yep, they got me. Good game. I'm gonna just go ahead and concede. That was a really good game. Western, whoever you are, good game. That was fun. I like that deck that you built. They put up a really good fight. Alright, let's- oh hey, we got my achievement, and I unlocked another mastery orb, which means I can get the little a cosmetic that I was wanting to get in the mastery section. Yay! My Radagast dude thing. Go ahead and set that as my default. I like that guy. Okay. Yay! Old wizard dude. He's the freaking best. I love that guy. Alright. Let's check out the store real quick. Is there a way to chat with your opponent? Not currently. I don't know. I know that Wizard said that they're planning on adding more social features. I don't know if that includes a chat. I have mixed feelings about implementing a chat in this game because some people can get really, really salty. And I think that there could be a high potential for bullying on this platform. So I like that you can interact with emotes with your opponents. But I feel like having a chat window, like you can chat with your friends on here. Like I could send Bill a message right now and just be like, hey Bill, what's up? But when you're in a match, there's no chat window. I feel like that could be nice. But there's also, like, there's such a high chance for people to abuse that and just be really mean when they're not winning the game. Because some people just don't have good sportsmanship, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not a fan of bully either. So I got mixed feelings about a chat option, but you can interact with your opponent using emotes. Like all these fun emotes. All kinds of them. So you can, if somebody plays something, like you can wave hello. I got a Jimothy emote I play when I'm feeling goofy. You know, if someone plays something really mean, you can play this one. You know, that makes sense. That's why I don't really play with other people much. Don't have the spoons to be bullied. Right? Yeah, not necessarily arena, but other. Right? Yeah, actually, man, it's. I used to play Team Fortress a lot, and it was a lot of fun. But I had a really bad experience in a lobby one time that just really killed it for me. Somebody was just an absolute jerk to me, and I just it ruined the game. I quit playing. I was done. I hadn't played since. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, arena's fun. Hopefully they won't no. Hopefully the new social features will, you know, bring more positivity to the game. We'll see what happens. But they're also adding the option to report players, which they didn't have before. You technically could still report a player, but it was really complicated and there was no way to do it natively in the game. But they're working on it, so we'll see what happens. I've had people bully me on Neopets? Are you kidding me? I can't imagine that bullies would enjoy Neopets. That's wild. Yeah. Whack indeed. Whack is the right word for that. Wow. Alright, let's build a deck. It'll be fun. Okay, so first I'm gonna check and see. We're gonna build a cat deck first. I'm gonna see if the Brawl format allows you to play legendary artifact vehicles as your commander. Did I spell Eska wrong? I probably did. I always do. I always forget there's only like one S in there. Yep. Eska's Chariot. Yes, that can be my commander. Okay, so this is going to be a green deck. Green kitties. When it enters... Well, you know what? I don't have to have this as my commander. Limiting it to green is really going to put a hard limit on the amount of cats that I can get. If I want to make a cat deck, I really should go green and white. So let's see if there's a good green and white cat commander. Oh yeah, the cat tokens for Eska's Chariot is really, really cute. Okay, let's see. So, here, Tasha, you're gonna learn how to build a deck on Arena. Pretty easy. So, for Brawl is like, it's kind of like the Commander format that I play with my friends in real life. There are some differences. For instance, there's no Commander damage. In Commander, you can only take 21 damage from your opponent's Commander cards. In Arena's Brawl format, that's not a thing. You just have life total, and that's it. And Commander, you can only take 21 Commander damage, but you also have 40 life. So you can lose the game by either taking 21 Commander damage or losing that 40 life total from other things hitting you. In Brawl, there's no Commander damage. And that you have a little bit less life in Brawl than in Commander. In Commander, you start with 40 life. In Brawl, you get 25. Okay, I'm gonna... But one of the rules that is the same across Brawl and Commander is whoever your commander is, whatever their caller identity is, which is at the top right-hand corner of the card, you'll see that little color symbol. Whatever color identity your commander is, every card in your deck can only be those colors. So let's see, I'm just gonna search cat. And I'm going to bring up my filters here, and then we're going to... Is there a way to filter it just for legendary? Commanders. Okay, so I can do commanders. So, cat commanders. And I want it to be both white and green. Oh, Yigra's a good choice. Oh, I love Yigra. Okay, but there are a lot of cats in the white color identity. So I don't want to miss out on all the cats that are in white. If I make Yeager the commander, I can't play any cards that have white in it. Oh, the kitty there was white and green. Yes, this one here. Whenever Ojanin enters the battle, or Ojanin enters or becomes tapped with a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with toughness less than the number of basic lands among lands you control. That is super complicated. I don't want to deal with that. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Or she has cat in her name, but she has nothing to do with cats. Hey, Frey! Hello, how's it going? Meow indeed. We are building a cat deck, so that is very appropriate. Well, let's just take a look at what cats are available in green, because I'm curious. Well, I mean, I could build a Yeager deck. Yeager is fun. You know what? We're gonna build Yeager. Oop, cancel. So Yeager, Eater of All, has Ward, sacrifice a food, which means in order for your opponent to target Yeager, they have to sacrifice a food. And Yeager says other creatures are food artifacts in addition to their other types, and has pay 2, tap, sacrifice this permanent, you gain 3 life. And then it says whenever a food is put in a graveyard from the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Yeager. So she gets real big. Been a while. I know. I recognize your username. It's been forever since I've streamed, but I remember you. How's it going? I'm doing okay. My town just got hit by a flood. That's why there's a big QR code up there, trying to encourage folks to donate to my city's official flood relief fund. I understand if you can't donate. I can't either. I'm broke. But, yeah. It is what it is. Thank you, Tasha, for dropping that. I appreciate it. But other than that, like, thankfully my house wasn't affected. I'm just outside where the flood zone was, so I'm very lucky that I wasn't personally affected by this, but so many people in my town are struggling real bad right now, so that's the only big new thing going on in my life. Yeah, not good indeed. No. It's like a once in 100-year flood thing. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, I forgot to switch over to, I made a new scene specifically for deck building. There we go. That way the cat cam's not getting in the way there as much. But yeah, not good. But anyway, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're going to build Yeager. So I'm going to drop Yeager in the commander section here. And it'll automatically filter things to match her caller identity, which is very nice. Okay. So, now we just have to fill this up with all the cats. Oh, not white and green. Black and green. There we go. Or white, black, yeah. Oh, I am going to put one card in here that is not cat related. Just because he has a really, really good, like synergy with Yeager. His name. I think it's, oh shoot. Bart. I'm gonna have to Google it really quick. We call him Bart for short, because Justin's got a deck that has him in it. Ah! No. Okay. Where is he at? Come on. There he is. Bartolome del Presidio. We call him Bart for short. Not cat-related card. Oh, I know, but... Okay, so here's the thing. When you're building a deck, even if it's a themed deck, sometimes you gotta put things in there that don't necessarily fit the theme to make it actually work. Oh, wait, no, he actually can't be in here. I forgot. He's got white in his identity. Shoot. Okay, so I have decks that have black, white, and green in it. So I've got Bart and Yeager in the deck together. So that's why I was thinking that, but he he won't work with this deck. So he's not gonna go in there anyway. Oh, I know you're teasing. Wait, cat. No, cats can be in there. It's fine. Let's see. But Bart can't be in there. So, forgot the cat's name. Oh, no, you're fine. Eager's there. We're gonna get all kinds of fun cats in here, though. Alright, I'm gonna search cat in the search bar, see what we can find, see what we can build here. Bart, yeah. Yeah, he's not a cat, but he's a vampire dude that, his ability is you could just sacrifice any creatures or artifacts, and then you get, let me read his ability for you. Sacrifice another creature or artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on Bartolome del Presidio. So he gets real big real fast. And you don't have to tap or pay to do that, you just get to do it. It's kind of broken, it's wild. Yeah, oh, vampire decks are very popular. Actually, I think one of your starter decks that you get for joining Arena is a vampire deck, I think. Okay, so... Oh, just so you know, there's like a little button at the top right here that says craft. If you click on that, it'll show you cards that you don't own yet, but that you could craft that fit the things that you're searching for. So, since Eager works around foods, it'd be good to have some food synergy, so I'll have to keep that in mind. But for now, we're gonna just work on getting as many cats in here as possible. Cauldron Familiar is excellent, especially with Eager. There is an infinite combo with Cauldron Familiar and Eager, but not in the Brawl format. Brawl is a singleton format, which means you can only have one copy of each card. But if you have like a 60-card deck with Eagra in it and 4 of these bad boys, if you get 2 of these out in the battlefield at the same time, there's an infinite combo because it comes back from the graveyard. And then Eager gets infinitely big if somebody can't interrupt it. I'm not sure if you have to collect cards by doing effort or something. Yeah, you, so the coins, the in-game currency up here, you earn that by playing games and doing your dailies and stuff, and then you can spend those coins on card packs at the store, and that will give you access to wild cards. Wild cards are used to spend, to create cards that you want to create. And whenever you crack packs, you also get cards that are added to your collection as well. And then sometimes when you crack open a pack, there will be a wild card in the pack, which is nice. And then you'll just earn wild cards as you play too. Yep. And if you have any draft tokens, you could, or like Jumpstart or whatever, it's up here at the top of your menu. There are tokens that you can exchange to play in event type stuff, where you'll either build a deck or be given a deck and play against other players, like draft events and things like that. And then usually you get to keep the cards from the draft events, and then you'll earn prizes like wild cards and packs from that too. So that's how you build your decks. You can create the cards that you want by collecting wild cards and exchanging those for those cards. And you'll exchange like an uncommon wild card for an uncommon card. Uncommon cards for uncommon, like, and the indicators for uncommon and common and rare and stuff are in the little set symbol. So, like, it's where my arrow is pointing on that card. I can't scroll it over the big card because it'll go away, but that little tiny symbol there, the color of it indicates how rare that card is. So this is black, which means it's uncommon, or which means it's common. It's a common card, so those are easy to come by. This one's silver, which means that it's uncommon. This one is gold, which means that it's rare. And then Yigra is like a really dark, kind of like orangish gold. And that's mythic rare. So those are the different rarities. And then you'll get all kinds of, you'll get different kinds of wild cards to exchange for those. Bill, hello! Good morning. How's it going? I think I want more coffee. I'm running real low. What time is it? Oh, it's almost lunchtime. I'm not gonna make any more coffee. We'll make some tea later, though. What, Eric? What? What a nice surprise! It's been a minute. How you doing, bud? Good to see ya. Tasha, Eric, Tasha. Eric, Tasha is a good friend of mine. We met like a year ago, and she's just super cool. I think you'll like each other. Tasha, Eric is a long-time friend of mine from back in my early streaming days. He is what I would call a professional DM. So he runs a bunch of tabletop RPGs. I think he plays Pathfinder primarily. We've talked about Pathfinder before. Doing okay, a little sick from a flight. No, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. Feel better soon. Does Tasha have a cauldron? So Tasha, that's a reference to a D&D character named Tasha, and there's a whole expansion pack book called it's something about Tasha's cauldron. I can't remember what the actual title of the book is, but Tasha has a big cauldron. She got it from Baba Yaga. So there's some speculation that she might actually be Baba Yaga. Who knows? But anyway, lots of fun lore there. Tasha is a popular D&D character. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Thank you, Eric. Exactly. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay, let's we're building a cat deck. Oh, also I'm getting Tasha into Magic. And Tasha's a D&D fan as well. So, sad to say I don't have a cauldron, but D&D lore sounds fun. Oh man, it gets deep. I really enjoy it. Yeah. But let's see. Yeah, I'm teaching Tasha how to play Magic, and we're building a cat deck right now. Tasha knows nothing about Magic, can't even beat the tutorial on Arena yet. You're getting there. You're getting there. It's just the way that they force you to play the exact way that they want you to play. That's what's tripping you up on that, guaranteed. Alright, so we're going to have this Cauldron Familiar in the deck for sure. I already own one, so I don't have to craft it. I'm going to turn off the craft thing so it's not crafting those. I'll go ahead and just add the cats that I own already, and then we'll go to the crafting menu after that and see what I can miss. But I've got to fill a deck of 100 cards with a bunch of cats that are in the black and green color identity. Yeah, well, I have a Cauldron Familiar. Which, actually, it might be a good idea, now that I'm thinking about it, to add a witch's oven to go with that. Again, not cat-related, however, it lets you sacrifice a creature and create a food token. Food synergies are great with Ygra, and also Cauldron Familiar gets to come back from the graveyard, so I can use that. There's a little trick that you can do, Tasha. This is pro tip for you, okay? And this is something that I didn't learn early on in Magic, but this is great. So, during the phases where somebody's attacking you and you're blocking, what you can do is, when somebody attacks you, you can declare a blocker. And then once blockers are declared, you can say, after blocks are declared, I am going to activate Witch's Oven, which you can tap it and sacrifice a creature, and then you can target the creature that you blocked with. And as long as the creature that's attacking you doesn't have trample, it'll still block the damage from coming through, but you get the effect of whatever sacrificing this does for you. So since Cauldron Familiar is pretty small, it's just a 1/1, if somebody's attacked me with something that's like a 10/10 but doesn't have trample, if they attack me and I declare my blocker as Cauldron Familiar and then use Witch's Oven after blocks are declared, I'll keep that 10 damage from coming at me. Cauldron Familiar would have died anyway if I had blocked with it and not done this, but this gives me the added bonus of having a food token after Cauldron Familiar is dead. And then I can bring Cauldron Familiar back from the graveyard by sacrificing a food, which I just got from Witch's Oven. So it's a really good combo, and I'm happy to have that in the deck. So stick that in there for sure. Alright, by the way, the stream has helped my struggle busting be like, oh yay, I'm glad. Thank you. That makes me feel good. Okay, so, yeah, pro tip. Tactical combo there. Alrighty. Just throw the cat in the oven and you'll block 10 damage. Exactly, yeah. That's the thing. So it's like an infinite familiar kind of. Exactly, that is exactly what it is. That's the whole point of this guy. And as long as my opponent doesn't have a way to exile things from the graveyard, I can just keep bringing them back. Alright, let's go back to cat cards. So we got a Cauldron Familiar in there. Warehouse Tabby's pretty good. It says whenever an enchantment that you control is put in a graveyard from the battlefield, you create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this token can't block. And then you can pay 2 and give Warehouse Tabby Death Touch. We'll put Warehouse Tabby in there. That just came up because it has cat in the title. Replicating terror. It's not related to cats at all, so I'm gonna be skipping out on the ones that just aren't. Diaclave Shadow Cat has pay 1 swamp, sacrifice another creature, put a ++1 counter on this creature. Whenever a creature with a ++1 counter on it dies, draw a card. I'm doing a lot with counters in this deck, so we'll go ahead and throw that in there. It's a little expensive. Costs 3 to get out, but it is a 3/3 and it's got a good effect, so we'll put that in there. Yeah. I'm not looking for any instants or sorceries just yet. We're just looking for cat creatures to start out, and then we'll look at what enchantments, sorceries, instants, and stuff that we can put in here to go with it. Undergrowth Leopard, it's got Vigilance. Only costs 2 to get out, and you can sacrifice it to destroy target artifact or enchantment. I really like that. That's a great card for adding that to the deck for sure. Also, 1 point of clarity on the professional DM thing. I reject this title solely because I do not make money from DMing. I'm currently running 4 games, so I'll accept the forever GM status. Okay, that's fair. I got you. I just, you do it, it feels like a full-time job, so that's why I was, why I went with the professional designation. But you're right, there are people that actually make money doing D&D. But you know what, dude? You could. I'm just saying. But I respect that you don't. It's also cool. Yeah, absolutely is a full-time job. Yeah, guaranteed. Okay, there's a cat druid. When it enters or dies, you get to surveil 1. That's pretty good. I'll go ahead and add him. To be forever GM? Why is that? Other cats you control at +1/+1 have protection from dogs. Whenever one or more cats you control deal combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact. This is gonna be a pretty heavy control deck, actually. I was not expecting that. Okay. Cat Knight Villain. Got Trample. Whenever you put a ++1 counter on another creature, put a ++1 counter on this creature. Oh my god, he's gonna play so well with Ygra. That's great. I mean, cast. Oh, fair, true. We're building a cat deck, so that makes sense. I had no idea anyone made money DMing. Yeah, you could actually hire a DM to DM a game for your group. There are websites for this. Jewel Thief, Cat Rogue. Whenever this creature enters, create a treasure token. I'll do that, sure. Alacrian Jaguar. It's got Vigilance. Whenever it attacks while saddled, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and it's... I don't really like this one. I'm not a huge fan of the saddle mechanic. It's fine, but it costs 5, and it's only a 4/4 with Vigilance, so we're gonna skip out on that one. Pride Malkin's a great card. So when it enters, you put a ++1 counter on a target creature you control, and then each creature that you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has Trample. So this will give Ygra Trample. It's very good. Yeah, Bill, let's get a kitten update. I'm gonna drink some water. I like kitties, so everyone's kitties on the internet are also my headspace cats. Absolutely. Territorial Scythe Cat's got Trample, and then Landfall. Whenever land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's a good one. We'll throw that in there. Of course, we're gonna have Eska's Chariot. Yeah, that one we're gonna skip out on. Keeper of Fables. That's expensive. Okay, what does it do? Whenever 1 or more non-human creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Kind of expensive, but card draw is very nice. I think we'll put it in there for now, but this is going to be a card that we can take out to make space later if we need to. Oh my goodness, thank you, Eric, for that kitty sound. And Dova and True and Shell are doing great. No, I understand. Dova is, like, she's special. They're all special, don't get me wrong. But Dova's my biggest goob for sure. But they're doing good. They just had their breakfast about, well, I guess that was an hour ago, but... Totally thought that was Dova for reals. There's a similar... There is a sound redemption for Dova's meow specifically. But, yeah, forgot there was a Dova meow here. Yep, there's one in there for, too. But they're all laying in their favorite spots. Nobody's in the cat cam today. Thought Justin was the biggest goob. No. Dova's definitely more gooberly than Justin. But she takes after her human parents, for sure. She learned it from us. Okay, so this Malamet veteran is trample and descend 4 whenever this creature attacks. If there are 4 more permanent cards in your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That synergizes pretty well with Yigra, but I don't like how expensive it is. I think we're going to skip out on that one. The effect isn't good enough to justify cost on that. Topiary Panther. It's got trample and land cycling. Oh, that's an expensive card. It's a 6/5 for 6 with trample. And then land cycling means that you can discard it and search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. So I could use it to get land if I need to, but I think I'd rather just not have it in the deck. Gotta put the kitty classification card in there. I mean, look at that. It's expensive. I've only ever gotten classification to happen one time in my entire time playing Magic. Because it gets taken out immediately. So whenever this R enters, you tap the creature that you enchant with it, so it gives your opponent a whole turn to take care of classification if they can. But it gives the enchanted creature +20/+20. I'm gonna put it in there just because it has cat art in it. Because that's a giant kitty cat, and that's funny. And it fits the theme. So even though it's expensive and it's not necessarily the best for the deck, I'm gonna put it in there anyway because it's special. Okay, Wackium was like, who's Justin? Even though I know Brain was having a day, because Brain was just thinking, Amogus Cypher. Oh, right, yeah, that's his username. Yes. No, it's not bad, Tosh. It's fine. No, it's fine. Honestly, I don't think he'd care anyway. Did you know both Pathfinder and Starfinder have unique feline ancestries that you can play? One is the typical catfolk we're used to in D&D, Tabaxi basically, but the other are Patra, which are space cat war veterans. That's fun. No, I hadn't heard that. Neat. So, yeah, and honestly, I don't think that I've heard of Starfinder until now either, but it makes sense that it would exist. Space stuff is very popular. Gloom Shrieker, it's got Menace. It's a 2/1 for 3. When it enters, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If this creature would die, exile it instead. I don't like that it gets exiled if it dies, but I do like the card's effect. That's a damn good card for 3, so I'm gonna take that for sure. Space Cat War Veterans, I want that, right? That sounds right up your alley, Tasha. That's fun. Somber Poet, and you're calling me cryptic, so I'm assuming that's Demi. Hi! It's good to see you, good friend of mine. Thanks for coming to the chat. Hello. Welcome aboard. Bill posted new pics of kitties in the Discord. I'm gonna drop the Discord link for everybody. Alright. Yes. If Somber Poet is who I think they are, and I'm 100% sure I'm correct. This is a friend of mine from a long time ago. We go way back. Met in a fun online, yeah. Yeah, we met in a fun online, community that, shall be unnamed. 12 years. Yes, yep. Man, that was a fun phase in my life. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, yes. It was, like, I'm sure you guys remember the old, like, creepypasta stuff. It was, in the whole, like, Slenderman type thing. A lot of fun. It was kind of cringy. But, an ARG, alternate reality game, if you ever heard of those, I dabbled in that a little bit. It was a fun time. No regrets. But looking back, it's kind of funny. How long ago were we again? It feels like 10 years, but it could have been less. Man, 10 years sounds somewhat accurate. It was an experience. Yeah. Oh, man. Good times, though. Good times. It was great. But Demi and I stayed in touch after all that. And we've been friends on Facebook ever since. And kind of just stayed in touch. It's been nice. Alright. But, Demi, we're building a cat deck on Arena today. I'm getting ready to go take off in about a half an hour for lunch. And then I've got to spend the rest of the day cooking for a cookout I'm going to. But we're building a deck for now and just chilling. Thanks for hopping over on on Twitch. See, I'm gonna take a peek just really quick and make sure I'm not missing anything important. I don't think I am. Okay. I need to DM you some art my friend made for me. I think I'm like, oh, cool. Nice. Oh, yeah, introducing my friends to my friends. So, Tasha is a friend that I met like a year ago through the support group that I hosted. I've recently stepped down, let Tasha actually take over, with, another friend of mine, Silver. They're working on that now, but Tasha joined that group like a year ago, and we just have gotten pretty close. I really enjoy hanging out with Tasha. She's super cool. And then Eric, I met, oh god, back when I first started streaming. Oh gee, it definitely was more than 10 years ago. But we, connected over D&D. We've played D&D together. Just good people. Bill has been around on my streams from probably near the very beginning as well. Around the same amount of time that Eric. There's also an Erica, but she's not here right now. But yeah, just good folks in chat, friends meeting friends. It's a good community here. CG, hello! CG I met over on Cute Avalanche, which I'm gonna give a shout out to because they're the best. Oh no, hold on. Okay. So Cute Avalanche is a foster cat cam, and they're awesome. And I met CG over there on that community. Actually, ironically, I met, or not ironically, but I met, or I found Cute Avalanche, through a friend of mine on his channel, friend of mine Sam, on his channel Samproof, because he was playing Arena. And I was just watching random people play Arena, and I started chatting with him, and then I found out that he had a cat cam. Check that out. We've been friends ever since. And I met CG through that community. It's March 1st, 2019. My goodness, before the plague hit, even. So it's been a minute. So he made me a cute... Oh, I made her a Cute Avalanche fan. Yeah! But yeah, welcome aboard. Also, I should have asked before I said your name. I'm sorry, Somber Poet. Would you like me to call you Somber Poet, or is it okay if I just refer to you as Demi in here? I don't mean to out you. Yeah, the beer flu plague. Beer flu. Oh shoot. All right, so we got yeah, I don't care. You call me. Okay, cool. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure. You never know. Okay, so those are all the green and black cat cards that I already own. Let's change the filters so that it shows only cards that I have not collected. And then I can craft them. Yeah, Corona. No, I get it. I've heard that joke before. It's good. Coronavirus, beer virus, the beer flu. It's good. It's good. Okay. So today for my lunch, I'm going to make quesadillas with leftover chicken taco ingredients. It's gonna be delicious. Man, seeing you stream consistently again makes me want to get back into it. I've recently gotten into Cyberpunk, and I'm about to start another Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. I will absolutely tune in for a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. I mean, so I'd watch any of your streams, of course. But it would be so much fun watching you play Baldur's Gate. Oopsie, I was the only one here in Mormontown to make that joke. I got a lot of flack for it. Oh, they'll get over it. Quesadillas. Yep, making me some quesadillas. It's gonna be delicious. Alright, back to this deck building here. So, Dreadmalkin, it's got Menace. I can pay 3 to sacrifice another creature or planeswalker and put 2+1/+1 counters on it. Sacking for counters is kind of what this deck does, so I'll go ahead and put that in there. Black Cat, when it dies, target opponent discards a card at random. Sure, we'll go with that. of these are not cat related. They just have the word cat in the games and the name somewhere, so we're skipping over these. 9 lives familiar. I know I definitely want this one. So this creature enters with 8 revival counters on it if you cast it. And then when it dies, if it has a revival counter, return it to the battlefield with 1 fewer revival counter on it at the beginning of the next end step. So we'll be adding this for sure. And then we're definitely going to have to add a lot of cards that let me draw things from the graveyard too. Yeah, Bill had asked Tasha about the Mormontown comment, and Tasha said, yeah, I live in Utah. And he goes, okay, say no more. CG, thank you so much for the redemptions and the meow. I'm gonna go get the kitties a treat, because CG redeemed a treat. So let's hop on over to, let me save this deck really quick first. I know it's not finished yet. Oh, hold on. Let me name this cat deck. Cats! I know it's an invalid deck, but I'm gonna go ahead and save it so that if I step away and something happens, I don't lose it. But yeah, no, the kitty meows don't make treats, but CG redeemed the Give Cats a Treat redemption, which is only available once per stream. So CG got that one. Let me switch on over to a different scene here, and then we will summon a kitty, and everybody gets treats. Okay, I'll be right back. Gotta go summon the kitties. They're gonna get so excited. Treats? Ilva, want some treats, baby? Come here. Come here. Everybody's coming to get some treats. See? For treats up here first. And pick up the baby Nova. Oh my god, you're so heavy. I know. Here you go, baby. Treats? Yeah? Some treats? Nova's eating her treats. And Churu can have her treats down here. She's not on camera, but there she goes, having her treats. I'm gonna go give Shell some treats. I'll be right back. Thank you again, CG, for that treat redemption. And we'll see, maybe Nova will hang out in the cat bed. No, she's already getting up to leave. Lay down! Hang out with us for a minute. Nah, she doesn't want to. Like that, I'm out of here. Alright, fine, be that way. You want down? You're starting to get a little older. It's harder for you to jump down from high places like that, huh? There you go. I got you. Alright, let me get caught up in chat here for a second. Okay. Let's see. Also new to Twitch, so don't know things there sometimes. Oh, it's understandable. It's okay. You're learning. But yeah, you can exchange. At the bottom, there's like a little icon that's like a little face with like a surprised sign symbol thingy there. Those 3 little lines. That's the Doodle Bucks. You earn Doodle Bucks by watching, just by hanging out on the stream, and then you can exchange Doodle Bucks for things by clicking on that and selecting a reward. Oh, hey, somebody has joined the cat cam. Drew has decided to grace us with her presence. Wonderful. Okay, and then CG says, hi, kitties. Oh, and then she left. Drew, come here. Come lay down. Come here, baby. Good girl. Thank you. Want to chill out with us, huh? And, Erica, I keep saying Erica, I'm sorry. Eric says, been following the murder quesadillas for years now. Still minimal leads. I've narrowed it down to the disease outbreak from the bell that tolls. I've been told from multiple sources that tacos are, quote, to die for. Forensics hasn't been able to find any real poisons that don't already exist in most fast food chains. I fear someone is really good at covering their tracks, and they have found mine. Dun dun dun. Or you could just play the Taco Bell sound at the end of that. That would be more appropriate. That's very good, Eric. Thank you. Bill says you're silly human. Eric, you just made me laugh, so that was pretty good. Thank you, Eric, for that. Nova's like, bed isn't just right. I go Goldilocks somewhere else. She's got her favorite spots, for sure. She really likes that little cubby that I have for her in my nightstand by my bed. They loved the treats. Thank you, CG. They were all very happy. Shell was very excited. When I walked back into the other room to bring Shell her treats, she was perked up. She's like, I heard treats! So you made their day. Thanks, CG. And like purrs, exactly, yes, that's the same thing. Like Cute Avalanche has purrs, I have doodlebucks. They're called doodlebucks because sometimes I'll do like art streams and I'll have a redemption where you can exchange doodlebucks for a doodle request. But I don't have that turned on for now because I don't feel like drawing, but one day we'll do that. Glad y'all caught on to the joke. Oh, no, yeah. It took me a few words to realize that it was a narrative, but when I did, I got in the zone. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Oh no. Okay, I'm starting to run out of time to finish this deck. So let's go back to the arena deck building scene here. You did nice Zimmy sketch thingy for the flood donation. Oh, thank you. Actually, I'm not going to make any big promises, but I really want to complete that drawing, like with clean lines and actually color it and make it look really cute. I want to do that. So it's that could happen at some point. It's going to take some spoons. But I feel inspired to do it, so I might do that. Okay, let's get back to the cat deck. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to... No, I understand. Yeah, and I wouldn't... Yeah, I don't want you to worry about me doing that either. It's all good. Okay, I need to set the filter back to not collected. And then we're going to search cats. And we're going to try to keep adding critters. Spoons are rare and precious. Indeed they are. Okay, so we added 9 Lives Familiar. Venomized Cat. It's from the Spiderman set. It's got Death Touch, and when it enters, I mill 2 cards. Since I'm going to be playing from the graveyard, I could do that. And it's a 2/3 for 3, which, I mean, it's got Death Touch. I'll throw it in there and maybe take it out later. But looking for more kitties. Black Cat, Cunning Thief. Legendary creature. When Black Cat enters, look at the top 9 cards of target opponent's library. Exile 2 of them face down and put the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. You may play the exiled card for as long as they remain exiled. It doesn't really fit the playstyle of this deck, so I'm going to skip out on that one. Mill means you, like, play milling deck? Well, mill... So you can make your opponent mill, and then that card that I just showed makes you mill. Which one was it? Yeah. So the Venomized Cat that I have here, that I just added to the deck, will make me mill, not my opponent. So I'd be making myself put cards from the top of my library into my graveyard. But since I'm gonna have ways to play things from the graveyard in this deck, that's okay. It's not like forcing my opponent to do that. I really don't like the blue decks that force people to mill their cards. Yeah. When the win condition of the deck is that your opponent doesn't get to play the game, I'm just not a fan of that playstyle. What? A cat gator? What? When this creature enters, it deals damage equal to the number of swamps you control to any target. That's wild. Costs 7 to get out. I'm not gonna add that to the deck because it's so expensive, but that's a fun card. I was like, oh no, mill is evil. It can be. It absolutely can be. I don't mind self-mill. I think self-mill is fun, but forcing your opponent to mill is just, I don't know, man, bad vibes. It's so interesting how milling is a universal term across card games. Magic is the only card game that I'm really familiar with, except for, like, Slay the Spire and Inscription, but... I didn't know that it was a common theme. Cat Warrior, Windgrace Acolyte. It costs 5. It's got flying. When it enters, you mill 3 cards and gain 3 life. It's a little expensive, but it is a flyer, and I need answers to flying in this deck. So I think I'd rather just put artifacts that can give flying instead of putting that in there, because that is just too expensive for what it. Like, it's not said in the rules, but folks use the term anyway. Oh, I gotcha. Because Magic is one of the earliest card games that came out, so I'm sure that people just default to that. There's a wild Nicatl? That's fun to say. It's a Cat Warrior. It gets +1/+1 as long as you control a mountain. I will not. I won't control a mountain or a plain, so there's no sense in putting this in there. I mean, it would still be a 1/1 for 1, but there are better cards that I could put in this place. Feral Prowler costs 2. When it dies, draw a card. Yep, adding that to the deck. That fits the synergy. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Demi says, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know nothing about Magic, but the cats are slowly starting to convince me to learn it. Dude, if you ever want to get into Magic, hit me up. I'll help you. It's a lot of fun. It's a money sink, though. Just be careful. You can't be somebody who doesn't control their spending very well and get into Magic, otherwise you will go broke. You've got to be responsible. That's all I'm gonna say before you get into it. You can play it for free on Arena, and that's cool. I love that. But if you're gonna get into paper Magic, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. It's an expensive hobby. It's a fun hobby. Just be careful. And also, Tasha, I'm sorry I missed your message. I realized that as I was reading it. Something I know, flying goes over your opponent and does good things for you somehow. Yeah, you can only block creatures that have flying if you've got a creature that has reach or flying. So if you don't have reach or flying, nothing you can do about flyers. So flying decks are very effective. Aw, yeah, CG's got access to all the emotes. Nice. Bet, indeed. Yeah, the best way to learn how to play Magic, is to actually, the easiest way, I should say, to learn how to play Magic is to download Arena and play through the tutorials. It'll teach you how to play the game. The best way to play, or to learn, is to play with friends that can actually answer questions and stuff, but I'm happy to do that on stream anytime. Oh, Bill, thanks for lurking. I might be here when you get back, depending on how long you take. Eric says, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! More casually now. Magic is something I've tried to get into before, but I don't have the time anymore. That's understandable. Goat format? I don't know what goat format is. I'm out of the loop on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. I never did get into... I played Pokemon when I was a kid, but it was mostly just collecting the cards, because I thought they were cool. I didn't really... I think I remember playing the game, like, once. But I never really got into it as a kid. But Magic, man, I fell hard into that one. Okay, so, Initiate's Companion. It's a cat creature. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, untap target creature or land. That could... It still doesn't really help with classification. I was gonna say that could get around the issue with classification tapping something when it enters. Well, no, I could actually still do that. No, I couldn't, because it was still... this has to deal combat damage for it to untap it, so combat would have already happened. It doesn't really get around the issue with classification. Thinking out loud, excuse me. But I'm still gonna add to the decks, it's pretty good. It's a legacy rule set, really old, 2008, 2009 era, I think. It's a format of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's only like the rules and cards of 2004. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Nice. Alright. Jurelli? She's got a fun name. She's a recluse, though. She costs 2 to get out, and whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat creature token. And then you can pay 6, and then until end of turn, creatures you control have base power and toughness XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. That's interesting. Okay, well, she's gonna make cats anyway, so we're gonna add her to the deck. Craven's Cats. Costs 2, it's a 2/2. You pay 3, and this creature gets +2/+2 till end of turn. Activate only once each turn. We're at 64 out of 100 cards. This card's fine. The ability's not super exciting, but I'll go ahead and throw it in there, because it's cheap, and you want to get some cheap creatures on the deck. That way we've got some things to play. Long Tusk Cub. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you get energy, and you can pay. Energy mechanic is cool. Very few cards that I'm aware of actually use it, though. I rarely see it in the game. So I'm probably not going to worry about, I'm not going to add this because I'm not going to do a lot with the energy mechanic in here. Lucky the Pizza Dog, that's not a cat at all. Whenever you cast a cat, dog, or hero spell, create a food token. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain life this turn, well, I'm going to put Lucky in here. Because, it does have synergies with both cats and food. So, we're going to have one doggo in our kitty deck. To show up a brawler, it's got trample for 2. Its power is equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control, which would be 2. So this would be a 2/3 for 2 with trample. It's fine. We might take that out later if we need to put something better in. In my opinion, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was at its peak around 2010, 2011. Now the Pizza Dog is making me hungry. I know that pizza on that dog card looked really good. Like, look at that. That is a drippy, delicious, cheesy pizza. Making me hungry, too. Alright. Let's see. Scythe Cat Cub costs 2. It's a 2/2. It's got trample and landfall. Whenever land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter to target creature you control. If this is the second time this ability is resolved this turn, double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature instead. Holy crap, that is a great card. And I've never seen that one before. That's very good. Okay, cool. We're gonna... Okay, Spider-Ham, Peter Porker. Okay. Universes Beyond. Alright, so when it enters, create a food token, and other spiders, boars, bats, bears, birds, cats, dogs, frogs, jackals, lizards, mice, otters, rabbits, and raccoons, rats, squirrels, turtles, and wolves you control get +1/+1. So it's gonna give everything +1/+1 and make food. So even though it's really kinda... I don't want Peter Porker in the cat deck, but the effects are... It works with the synergies, so he's going in there. Don't get me wrong, Peter Porker is freaking hilarious, but it just kind of takes me out of the cat vibe. But it works really well, so we're gonna put it back in there. Hey, welcome back, Bill. Alrighty. 11:48. I gotta go make dinner or lunch soon. Cat Citizen's got backup. It assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. I'm gonna skip out on that. That's fine. Cat Human Hero Tigra, Feline Fury. It's got Flash and Trample. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I really like this card. That's great. Yeah, Flash and Trample for 2. Well, we'll take that. I mean, pig is a farm animal. Cats can be too, so maybe they're from the same farm. Sure, we'll go with that. White Tiger, Ava Ayala. Legendary creature, human hero. It's got power up. So it's a 2/2 for 2. It's got the power up ability, so I can pay 6 to put a +1/+1 counter on it and create Tiger God. A legendary 4/4 green cat god creature token with Tiger God can't be blocked by more than one creature. I like it. Okay. Got Penumbra Bobcat. When this creature dies, create a 2/1 black cat creature token. That's a 2/1 for 3. Makes a critter when it dies. It's not bad. I'll stick that in there. Getting close to our limit on cards, so we're probably gonna have to take some cards out, but that's okay. Pouncing Cheetah. It's got Flash, 3/2. Flash means you can play it like at an instant speed. So you can play that on your opponent's turn. You can play it anytime that you'd be able to play an instant. But it's only a 3/2. I think I might actually take that back out. So, Pouncing Cheetah. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think it's good enough to put in the deck. Tempted to build an outboard storage stack to use with my laptop using a mobile optical drive along with a mechanical hard drive with separate cords for both. Sounds like fun. A better airflow in my current than my current external. Gotcha. Yeah, those things can heat up pretty fast. Prowling. It's a cat snake. That's some cool ass art. I like that. Costs 3 to get out, it's a 4/3. It can't be countered, and creature spells you control can't be countered. That's actually a really good effect too. So that snake cat is going into the deck for sure. Vivian's Jaguar. Vivian Reed is one of my favorite planeswalkers, so I instantly want to put this in the deck already. It's a 2/1. It's got reach, so that gives me an answer to flying. And I can pay 3 to return it from the graveyard to my hand. Activate only if you control a Vivian planeswalker. So we'll put Vivian in here. I like that. Even without that secondary ability, the being a 3/2 with reach, and then, I mean, just connection to Vivian. Easily. Want to put that in the deck for sure. Canopy Stalker. It's a cat. When it must be blocked if able. When it dies, I gain 1 life for each creature that died this turn. It costs 4. That's kind of expensive, and it only has a toughness of 2, so it'll die pretty easily. So I think I'm going to skip out on that one. That art was pretty. The Vivian Jack. Yeah, that one's pretty too. Yeah, I love the. I'll have to send you a. You know what? Let's do a little watch party because the Vivian Reed thing is really cool. I gotta wrap things up anyway, so we'll end with that. But I'll show you the video that they released, that Magic released, showing off Vivian Reed, the effect of the arrows and like making a beast and stuff. Is so cool. And Vivian is just such a badass. So we're gonna save and exit. We'll come back to this deck later. We'll build it together on stream. So I'll wait to finish it until the next time that I stream. But let's hop on over to a different scene here. I'm going to send you guys over to the chatting scene for now while I get this ready. And then we'll hop on over to a different scene that I've got. And we'll watch the Magic the Gathering trailer for Ikoria that shows Vivian Reed. And then you can see what that arrow looks like in action. It's pretty freaking cool. Yeah! Oh, it's not, yeah, it's a Ikoria Lair Behemoth trailer. That's one. Cool. It might get me DMCA'd, but that's fine. I don't mind losing the VOD on this one. Here. Hop over to this scene, and then I've got to change browser. 1 second, guys. Gotta do a little finagling. There we go. And I'll make that full screen, and we'll enjoy a little watch party together here. Now I'll exit out of Arena. That way we're not having that background hum. Okay. Here we go. Enjoy! Oh, I keep giggling because for a minute the avatars look like they were sitting on the kitty. Oh, that's funny! Thank you. Any who doodles, in case you haven't seen the pic I posted, it's one of the kittens in my shirt pocket. I'll check that out before I end the stream. Need to move my fan so I can make it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, yeah, so this is Vivian Reed. I freaking love her. She's, like I said, one of my favorite planeswalkers. And this trailer is just really neat. Enjoy. There she is. What the actual F was that? It's a big dude. Big scary monster insect thing. I love the trailers that Magic puts out sometimes, by the way. If you guys haven't seen a lot of these, it's worth taking a look. There's the arrow. Pretty neat. I mean, that's cool as hell. The art keeps drawing me more and more in, right? It's, oh, Oh, it's so... I love the world building and the creativity. So freaking cool. Yeah. They put a lot of love into this. Got elements that also drew me into Halo. Oh, nice. The Ikoria set was really good too, by the way. I wound up buying a booster box of that one. A lot of fun. He's angry! Okay, Vivian's got this. Yeah, good saber-tooth dragon, right? And the Godzilla came out with that one. I forgot about that. That's right. Yep. Yep. Oh, it was so good. Yeah. Good set. Anyway, I gotta go make lunch. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Thanks for hanging out with me while I got my daily done and started building that new cat deck. We'll finish that up next time I stream. Don't know when that's gonna be. Could be tomorrow, depends on how many spoons I've got. I'm going camping this weekend. I'll be leaving on Friday and I won't be back until Saturday night. So, wait, Sunday morning actually. Sorry, we're staying for 2 nights. So I probably, once I go camping, I'm going to be zonked for a while. Might not feel like streaming for a little bit. Depending on how I'm feeling tomorrow and how much stuff I've got done in terms of packing for camping, I may or may not stream tomorrow, but we'll see. Tasha says, have a good lunch. Thanks for the stream. Well, thanks. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. I had a really good time. Demi, thanks for joining us. Yeah, later. Thank you. Yeah, I had a really great time. And, I'm looking forward to, next time I stream, which is going to be sporadic. I'm definitely never setting a stream schedule just because my body won't always cooperate with that. So, but I'm happy to stream when I feel like it. And, I'll see you guys next time I do that. Thanks for hanging out. You guys take care. Bye.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you. First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your homes. If this is your first time with us, let me extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your oil paints and paint along with us each week. Let's go over to the canvas here and let's get started.
Oh wait, don't go anywhere yet. We're gonna raid Cute Avalanche. I'm sorry, I forgot. Sorry. Sorry guys, I forgot to raid. We're gonna raid Cute Avalanche. Come back! So, Cute Avalanche is the, yeah, that's the foster kitty cam that, 24/7 foster kitten camera that I love to support. They're really good people. They take care of bottle baby kittens, or they specialize in bottle baby kittens. Oh, hold on a minute. I misspelled that. My bad. So they do, like, feeding streams and updates and stuff, letting folks know how the kittens are doing, but you can always watch the kitties while they're chilling out in their carrier, or wherever they've got them housed at. But they do a lot of really good work, saving lives, basically, by bottle feeding these kittens, it's really hard to find volunteers to do that, and, they help the local shelters by taking the burden off of them by taking care of those kittens. So if you'd like to support that kind of thing, just watching the channel, we'll support them through ad revenue, so if you just leave the stream up in the background and walk away from your computer, let it run all day, awesome. You can also give them your Twitch Prime sub if you want to donate. They do have options to send them things that they need through their Amazon wish list and whatnot. They're a really, really great place. Good people to support. So, love those guys. Tell them I said hi. I've got to run as soon as I get in there because Justin's going to be walking the door like any minute and we're both going to want some lunch. So, I'm going to go eat. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks again for hanging out. Enjoy the kitties. Bye.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you. First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your homes. If this is your first time with us, let me extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your oil paints and paint along with us each week. Let's go over to the canvas here